Now, I want to give you one more idea on how to really love a woman, and it's the idea of being in agreement. In Amos 3:3, it states, "How can two walk together unless they be agreed?" Now, part of loving a woman is a really allowing her to be heard. Now, men, I'm just going to pause here for a second. That means you need to listen. Don't just nod your head. You need to stop, look in her eyes. Also repeat maybe what she's saying. Make sure you got it. I really hear that you're saying da da da. Okay. You need to listen. Allow her to be heard. Value the wisdom that God gives to her. God doesn't give women just to men. God gives wisdom to everyone. Okay, there's wisdom in women. And sometimes men, we're moving so fast that we don't take the time to really hear her heart and ask her what she's feeling. Don't just ask for information. Don't do the functionship like you're talking to a man. Did this get done? Did this get done? Did this get done today? What about that? Have you actually said, what are you feeling about that situation? How do you feel about that? That's a great question for every man to learn, because women want to tell you their feelings and they're going to anyway. So you might as well ask them so that you're in the gear to hear. Now, when you have a principle of agreement, you don't move forward on things until you agree. You don't pull this, I'm the king of the house stuff. Okay, there is a king. His name is Jesus. Okay, marriage is a trinity. He is the king. You, I, and our wives are servants of the king. Okay, I help men to hear women, okay, and give these ideas and how you can work with your spouse through things. Even if you totally disagree, how to walk toward a place of agreement. Now, when you have a principle of agreement, you can walk through parenting issues. That's hard, because your children sometimes are more like your spouse than they are like you. And your spouse has more wisdom on them because they've been kind of working with you, all right? How do we get an agreement on parenting? How about money? How do we agree on, do we tithe? Let me answer that one for you. Yes, you tithe to your local church. I'm going to give you a psychologist's reason why. There's lots of Bible reasons why, but if you're not tithing, you haven't been convinced yet. So when a couple flies in, they come see me from all over the world for the last 20, 30 years, I ask them a question about money. 100% of the couples that have financial struggles do not tithe. Tithing is a principle of agreement. And I would suggest strongly you get an agreement with the Word of God and tithe to your local church. Okay? We love when you support ministries like ours. We love that. But tithe to your local church and make sure you're in agreement for the other ministries that you support. You want to be able to talk about sex and how to love a woman. We give men some language so that they can actually start talking about sex and hearing you on sex. What about investments? What about our future? How are we retiring well? How are we going to fund or not fund our children's college funds? What do we think about buying the kids cars? Right? Don't wait till you get there. Learn how to walk in agreement with your spouse and be preemptive about it. Now, when your marriage feels more like a team than a combat zone, you both feel more loved.
For more content and resources to help in your healing journey with Christ, make sure to follow Dr. Doug Weiss on Facebook and Instagram. If you'd like to share full episodes of this show with friends and family, subscribe to Healing Time Ministries on YouTube, and feel free to leave us a comment on any of Dr. Doug's social media platforms. Our team would love to hear your feedback and learn how Healing Time is impacting your life, your church, and your ministry.